Exiled, are you with me? Hi, Zizaran here with another Build Week video. This is technically video 2, but it actually is video 1 because I was sick yesterday. So as for Burning Arrow, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do. We'll either skip it or do it as, well, what would be the last day then. Just depends how many days of practice I want to have for the gauntlet. But however, this is video 1 of the Build Week. It was a Corrupting Blood character, and it was very, very cool. This is actually similar or literally the build that I had as a league starter, and I wanted to try it out myself. So similar to what I league started with, but on a gladiator instead of an ascendant, and it is incredibly strong. I played this for 7 hours, or a little under 7 hours, and I got to level 84. I did faff about quite a lot. I probably could have gotten to like 86, 87 without too much of a hassle in 7 hours. Really, really fun build to play. I actually didn't use much of a budget on this. Thankfully, I had a lot of it just lying around. But we can go over the gear in a sec. Leveling was a little bit painful until 38. So I started out with Shattering Steel, or one of those steel skills, the one you get at level 1. That was great. Everything was okay. And I thought about using Ground Slam. I actually was about to use it, but then yeah, went back to the steel skill. And once we switched over to Spellslinger at 28, it was okay. It's a little bit rough. 31 would have been a lot better if I had remembered Swift Affliction on the Corrupting Fever, but I didn't. So I basically played on a 2-link until like 34, 35. Then at 38, once we got the Brutality link, Brutality makes such a big difference, and being able to pick up some of like the supports and stuff makes it so much smoother. When I was around like Chamber of Innocence, like leveling here to like 43, 44 feels really good. And now I start having really good damage. I didn't have much in the way of leveling uniques and stuff like that. I just had like +1s and then Tabula, stuff like that, the normal stuff. And I was using Reap and Exsanguinate, which we don't even recommend in the build. I don't know why I did that. That definitely made it worse because I could only use a 4-link for so long. I don't know why. I'm just so used to running both of them. So I don't know why I did that. But I guess just habit from the last time I played it. But I would definitely recommend just doing Exsanguinate. You don't need both. Yeah, it just like went stronger and stronger until the end, and now we will look a little quickly at the gear, and then I'll do a map while talking, and obviously you can see some background footage as well of leveling and maps, but went really, really good. So I have pretty cringe gear. It is noteworthy to, like, this is important. You want a wand with at least 1.5 attacks per second, and you're really struggling getting enough int for an imbued one, so try to get an engraved wand if you can. They require only 130 int and still a 1.5 attacks. So you lose a little bit of spell damage, but that doesn't matter. Then you can just do the +1 recipe for the wand and craft dot multi. And then you have a pretty usable wand. If I was going to get a really, really good one, I would use Harvest Reforged more likely, which I don't think I have one right now, but it's like Reforged more likely to hit the same thing while having like this. So like +1 from the recipe, Fizz from crafted, and it's a 90 times more likely that it'll hit the dot multi and +1 fizz. Very, very good way to craft these. I crafted a few like really endgame ones that way. And Harvest Reforged Physical isn't bad either. For the gloves, we accidentally hit some really insane gloves on one Delirium Essence. I just wanted you know, gloves for damage. I wasn't really expecting much, and I wanted to hit Open Prefix so I could craft Pierce. But yeah, we got 30 dot multi, 87 life, 2 res. And yeah, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're perfect gloves. So very, very happy. Especially Open Prefix is really important because Pierce is huge on this build. I actually have 3 Pierce, which feels really good. I think you only need 1. So you can use either Poacher's Aim, you can use Pierce, and you can use Pierce. That's what I did. So it pierces 3 monsters now, which is nice. We're using just the random life ring, random life belt, random boots with life. These can be divined or blessed actually. Pretty trash Curse on Hit ring. A pretty okay life on block shield that, oh my god, I did not realize I was playing with a 3% life on block shield. I definitely should have divined that to 5. Very bad amulet. You really want either +1 fist gems or a dot multi or both or +2. +1 strength gems and +1 fist gems would be really good. And the helmet's okay. It's like one deafening greed, but the enchant is good. The enchant let me run Pride. Not a big fan of Pride because I don't really like being like inside the monsters on a build like this. But yeah, and then the chest is just a random 6 link with a deafening. I don't have level 20 gems. There's not that many people playing hardcore right now, so it's kind of hard to get. Like, let's just throw in a white map here while I'm talking. It's kind of hard to get level 20 gems, but having a 2021 Corrupting Blood, 2021 Exsanguinate, something like that, even Spellslinger would be good too, actually, for more mana. 21 on Spellslinger does like... Where are my textures? So once we pop Corrupting Blood, we have like life tap and stuff, so we're keeping it. And as you can see, this looks a little bit like playing with an explosion chest. It's really, really good with heavy density and hey, harvest. And it feels really, really good. So I've been quite enjoying it. This was actually the guy that got first level 100 on SSF Hardcore played this build as well. And on Hardcore SSF. And it's just really, really good. It has fairly low single target. It's not something that's like a good character for killing Uber Elder, Awakener, and stuff like that. You can do it. I know people are doing it, but they're usually also a little bit more experienced. So if you're new and wondering if this is a good bosser, I think it's very fair to say no, it is not a good bosser. It can do it, especially if you know what you're doing and you invest hard into the build. But there are builds that are infinitely better on a cheaper budget for doing bossing. But it is an insanely nice speed farmer. So it feels really good to play. It is very, very fun. And that's great. It's really good to have that. Some people are probably going to be asking, why are you using Kinetic Blast? Or sorry, yeah, Kinetic Blast over Frenzy? Well, we don't really have any reason to use Frenzy. I'm already getting Frenzy charges just by using Blood Rage. And that's more... those things like Frenzy is more used as a trigger for Spellslinger when you care more about the Spellslinger. Here we're actually caring a lot about the Gladiator Bleed Explosions. And we're caring a lot about the Corrupting Fever. So we really want to spread that everywhere with the Kinetic Blast. And that feels really good. So as you can see, like we're getting loads of really good explosions. And Frenzy just would not do anywhere near it as this job. It really like hits everything and it explodes and it's just perfect. It's exactly what we want from this. So you would never want to use any other wand ability for this. You could maybe use the Kinetic Bolt thing, but even that, I think there's nothing really it's as good as Kinetic Blast for this for clear speed. So this is actually very, very similar to like Power Siphon Instacker and stuff like that, except that it has way less single target damage and less defense too. Actually, it is pretty good defense. I was about to pick up block nodes, and then I would have 78 block, I guess. 77, I can't remember. But as you can see, our damage isn't the best. It's okay. I'm only level 84 and you saw my gear was trash. So it's completely fine for map bosses and will continue to be. But it's not something that I would... like, you're not going to make a video like how I killed Uber Elder in 3 seconds with this build. I hope you liked the, well, basically first episode of Build Week this league. And yeah, I hope people enjoyed playing along. I had a lot of fun with it. If I didn't mention it already, I'm using Brine King and Relicash. You can use Solaris as well. I just like the stun stuff from Brine King. Bandits is skill point. Performed really well on excellent gear. I think we're doing Self-Chill Berserker tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are enjoying the start of Build Week. Thanks so much for watching. Sub if you liked the video. And more importantly, try to die less than I do.